We are on section 3. How exciting is that? So section 3 or step 3 is reduce stress with a value-based schedule. What is a value-based schedule? Mila Sweet. Resources, reactions, difficult conversations, achieve more with less. We talked about our values. We talked about putting those values and connecting that with our family. And now we're looking to schedule that. So there's a couple of different ways you can schedule it. Look at values as a parent, values as a family, values for homeschool, and then values throughout the week. When you look at the homeschool curriculum, you want to make sure that you have done your research to find a curriculum that supports the values. If your value is creativity and the homeschool curriculum is boring, ask yourself, have you done your job to make it more creative? Maybe all you need to do is spruce it up and have art projects in between each course. Maybe you need to actually get your child in a Thursday and Friday course in person because they come alive with that. Perhaps you need to invite other kids over and you can do art together in the backyard. It's your job to figure that out, but your curriculum should suit your values. So a value-based schedule is one that focuses on 1 to 3 values a week and creates a way to accomplish results of those values. So let's say one of your values is creativity, and a result of that creativity is that your child looks forward to learning creatively, but also creates a finished project or product or service at the end of the week. And a year from now, it would be great if they had a creative skill that they could monetize. So through the curriculum, that kind of helps support your values or the buffers you set into the schedule. So let's say for Monday, you're setting in that we're painting in between each lesson. So that looks like 9 o'clock paint, 9:30 math, 10 o'clock paint, 10:30 English, 11 o'clock paint. And then throughout the week, Monday you're painting, Tuesday you're drawing, Wednesday you're creating a coding game or a game, and then on Thursday you're learning how to sew, and Friday you are writing a book. And so throughout the week you put creativity in there, and then you put your family value together. Maybe it's building trust around creative practices. So we evaluate our creative practices, review them on Friday, and we create a creative practice trust system so that every month we check to see where we at with monetizing our creativity, moving forward with that. Are we moving towards our end goal, which is being able to sell something we make? So that is us measuring the goal, that's seeing it on the calendar, and that's how we would include it. Now, if you were like, well, we like creativity and health, how can we get creative around that? Maybe there's some non-traditional exercises you can do, or some fun ways we can burn a sweat and do something creative. Thinking through those values will help you when it comes to scheduling. So you want to not just say what we value, not just say what we're going to do as a family, but we want to schedule in a way that we can be consistent and where it's dripped and sprinkled in between all the things we do during the week. So examples of values implemented in your schedule. So for instance, I'm super into health. So one of the values is budgeting. We budget how to eat a healthy meal. Then the next day we order the groceries together. And then the next day after that, everyone's responsible for some meal prep. And there are certain times where you're solely responsible for the whole day of cooking what you want and us talking about what was healthy, how it made us feel. And that's sprinkled into the curriculum. Now, when it comes to biology, I'm making sure we spend extra time on how does the body digest carbs? How does it feel when you have this drink after a run? So that's curriculum wise, but then we actually put things in action like, hey, we learned this. Let's make sure we give ourselves 30 days of trying what it's like to have protein after a workout. Let's give ourselves 30 days of eating spinach and see if we feel any difference. Let's research this as a family and see if we notice any benefits. Oh my gosh, this made this person sick. It made this person healthy. We are learning together. Hey, let's talk to our doctor about this. Let the child have the full-on conversation with the doctor, share their findings, and ask the doctor's input. And we're creating a healthy relationship with health as an individual, as a family, and then with the outside community. And it's integrated into their curriculum and part of our schedule and other routines. So what are some examples of a schedule devoid of values? Sometimes these schedules make us feel like we're making progress, but we aren't. So it's like checking off a list. Like I taught them how to eat healthy and I made all the food for them, but did you delegate the task? Did you allow them to participate? Yep, I'm telling them what I want them to eat, but I'm not allowing them to discover what feels good to their body. So I'm not a big carb person. I can eat carbs. I do like carbs. I don't think they're evil. That's just me personally. However, I just don't do well with eating 300 grams of carbs every day. I can feel pretty sick, but that doesn't mean that's how my children should eat. So they each have to figure out what amount of carbs works for them and how many carbs. And if I take my view of health and push it on them, it's going to check Yeah, we're checking it off the list, but we're not actually learning and progressing from this. It's not about tasks or checking things off your list as much as it is about being present and 100% devoted. More is caught than taught, according to Dave Ramsey. Kids learn from what you do more than what you say. So what is your homework reflection task? What is your current schedule like? What's on your schedule? Are your values on your schedule? Does your homeschool curriculum support your values, the way your kids learn, the way you teach? If you are homeschooling your kids, are you cultivating a learning environment in your home? Do you feel your kids' current learning curriculum supports your values? Okay, let's do this homework. If you are on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and give me a comment down below if you felt like this was helpful. And if you're on my course platform, thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested in a Patreon community or a Thinkific community where we can delve into this, let me know. Also, I have some paid resources. When they're ready, I will put them down below and you can use them as you go through the course. Thanks so much. That's all.